反应，还有一个说起来的这个两个伞，我操，就是啥地方让人两个伞，一个伞，让别人我更不想想是哎。
The dark web's worst video. This video was anonymously posted on the dark web, so I don't have more information about it. It shows several paranormal phenomena occurring, which is quite unsettling, but the ending holds.
Was found on dark web.
Let me get the fuck out of here. I'm gone.
Hello, mucha mamá. Cuida a mi abuelita.
Someone came across a group of very mysterious people. What are they doing? The situation is very strange. Rumors say they're members of a dark web sect. And watch the rest.
Son, what's all this screaming for? You're gone away, the neighbors next door. Son, what's all this screaming for? You're gone away, the neighbors next door.
Daddy, I think there's a spider on my floor. Is it?
What's all this screaming for? You're gone away, the neighbors next door.
You weren't meant to see. This first photo shows what happened to a group of women known as the Radium Girls. They were factory workers during World War I who painted clocks with glow-in-the-dark paint. But they didn't know the paint they were using only glowed because it contained radium, which is radioactive. So soon they all began showing signs of radiation poisoning. One woman named Molly first had a toothache, but soon her face started swelling up, leading her to lose almost all of her teeth. And in the end, her entire lower jaw fell off. These women were even told to lick their paintbrushes to get a finer point, meaning they actually ingested radioactive paint. By 1924, dozens of Radium Girls had passed away. But this next photo is just as disturbing. This was the message left behind by a man named William Herons, also known as the Lipstick Killer. And it says, "For heaven's sake, catch me before I unalive more. I cannot control myself." He left this message in one of his victims' apartments in Chicago.
This is what a cloud bursting looks like.
Did you know hippos can actually swim very fast, so never try to outswim one.
When lightning strikes twice.
Oh my God!
Something's on fire!
Hey, no, something in my big toe. Brother, I just...
June 27th of 2019, this 17-year-old boy came to the rescue of this toddler who fell out of a window in Istanbul. The teenager noticed that the girl was getting ready to fall, so he made sure to stand directly underneath, ready to catch her in case something happened. And sure enough, the toddler did fall, but the teenager was able to catch the child. Had he not been there, there's truly no telling what would have happened to that poor little girl.
A group of prisoners shuffles towards their cells, accompanied by guards. One lingers and stealthily slips behind a transport van, unnoticed by the oblivious guards. There he finds the key in the ignition, a stroke of luck. With the universe seemingly in his favor, he seizes the chance for freedom, starting the van and bursting through the garage door. But fate has a twist. The van crashes into trees, and his taste of freedom is short-lived. He is soon recaptured and arrested, a tale of a jailbreak gone wrong. Most steal cars to end up in jail, but he did it the other way around. In a small town, Sheriff Donnie Barrera talks about Nicholas Garrison, a 33-year-old man with a recent felony meth charge. During his sentencing, Garrison dashes out of the courtroom, with deputies chasing him. Deputy Ben Reno tries to catch him but injures himself in the process. Reno is recovering from fractured ribs and a mild concussion. The sheriff says Garrison may have changed his appearance, having shaved his hair.
I talked to him this morning. He's still in a lot of pain. He had some fractured ribs and a concussion, a mild concussion, I guess. And I think he said he broke 4 ribs. At the time of his escape through the court, he had bright dyed blue hair.
Garrison's former partner is also in jail for child endangerment. He faced a possible year in jail and a fine of up to $2,500.
يا عذرا
سلمى نط نط نط
لا عطرة يا عطرة البداية يا عطرة.
I have this picture, and the man shown here is just a chef cooking some food.
But a little while later, he tosses his head into the fryer, completely deep frying his entire head with oil and dying. And the most messed up part about this is that there's a video of it. Apparently the man was possessed by some sort of ghost or demon, or he had some sort of mental illness, which was even noticed by some of his co-workers. But in the video, the man rotates his head extremely weirdly and inhumane, and just throws his head into the deep fryer with no hesitation, leading people to believe that he was possessed. Because why else would any sane person just throw their head into deep frying oil? I don't recommend anybody watching or searching up the video because it is pretty disturbing. Mainly because it just comes out of nowhere. One minute the chef is just cooking food doing his job, and the next he starts twisting his head all weirdly and throws his head into the deep frying oil. I will probably never watch it again, and you should never.